Greetings and aloha, what's going on? It's Mike from LiveMyAssOff.com. Did I seriously just rip my mask? Stand by. Boom. Yeah. No, I actually didn't check to see if I could go live right now, but anyway, so Todd and I are at the Promthep Cape, which is a enormous lookout in comparison to the Caron lookout, although the Caron lookout was actually awesome this morning. I was the only one there, and I was eating my those little like square long donut thingies. They like little butterflies with like sesame seeds on them. Anyways, they had those on the side of the road in Patong, so I got 4 of those, and I took those and I made that my breakfast as I sat at the Caron lookout point. I will take a obligatory selfie in front of this because that's what you do, even though I didn't arrive with a tour bus and I'm not from Shenzhen. Ta-da! Dude, see, I still don't know what time it is right now. There we go. Oh yeah, absolutely. We got to get one with Todd in here, man. Boom. Jersey. A guy from Jersey in his jersey. So I'll tell you something. Okay, so if you've been anywhere, right, in public, then many times what you'll see is people with masks on. But secondarily, what you'll normally see is, like, you know, no smoking, no alcohol. This is the largest sign indicating that I've seen in a long time. And there were like 3 or 4 signs at the bottom about that. So
it's been like that for a couple of years now.
And yeah,
the first time I came, they didn't have that no smoking rule.
Oh.
But the next time I came, they did.
Yeah, that seems to have gotten pretty pop. You know what I don't know? I see this everywhere. Is this 50-50 thing. And I have no idea what it means. But
Something to do with the health.
yeah, probably. So Bungalow restaurant is actually where we thought we were gonna go. I am seeing a Coke Zero in my future. Ooh, Spider-Man. All right, I'm gonna get something to drink. So that was interesting. I was down there and this woman, well, she had Spider-Man suits, but didn't fit me, which I was disappointed about initially. But of course, she was very friendly. Asked me where I was from because I was videotaping, listen to me, recording the sign. Asked me where I was from. Said, you know, California. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, so there is the restaurant that is called Bungalow. We thought the entrance was like closed, but I think you can get to it. You just don't get to it from the initial way. Yeah, people are putting out tablecloths, so I think we're good. Good stuff, man. And now, okay, so to give you some sort of reference, it is a Saturday and it is a long weekend, and there is a huge promotion behind holidays. And it's not just like they just made this holiday up. I mean, the holiday yesterday was celebrating King Bhumipon's birthday, and of all the people that every single Thai person loves, he's top of the list. And so his birthday is celebrated whether there's COVID or not. So they're definitely taking advantage of this weekend, be it long or not. And let me see if this current photo, it's probably of the new king and the queen. Gorgeous. I think Todd and I are the only foreigners here. Another huge sign up there behind that palm tree. No smoking, no alcohol. I don't know why that would be such an issue here. I'm like, why would you come up here and, well, whatever, I guess. Everyone's different, right? It's gorgeous, man. It's really gorgeous up here. The Cape, as they call it, but Promthep Cape. You know what's funny? How do you know you've lived in Asia for a while? I actually look for spots where there's shade now. I didn't used to do that. Gracie used to be the one that always did that. I was like, ah, she's so Asian. She doesn't want to walk in the sun because of the, you know, the death rays of the sun. And now I'm not too concerned about my skin changing color, but it's a lot hotter, that's for sure. So this is kind of neat. They have 1,001 elephants, all of varying size. Oh, and I guess you can like buy them and then donate them or something like that. That's kind of cool. I would go up there, but I'd have to take off my shoes, and I got sneakers, and so I think we'll just experience it at this level. That's cool, man. And then you get these little ones here with like the sparkles on them. I love all this stuff. All these different ways of celebrating, basically. And oh, so you know that video that I took of the elephants kind of down near, basically before I got to Patong? Oh puppy, I was driving around here, and there was a, I don't know if you want to call it a sanctuary, but it was certainly an area where elephants seemed to be taken good care of. There was a guy like washing one, and they seemed to be roaming free. But then about 100 meters later, I then saw two of them gratefully underneath a tent, so away from the direct sun, but with a chain around their leg. And I don't know, I don't have enough knowledge of that whole industry, if you will, to be able to really form an opinion other than hearsay, really, what my friends have told me. I've never seen an elephant being treated poorly. However, mere meters away from where Gracie and I rode our first and last elephant, I heard screaming elephants, that's for sure. And when I told people about that, they said, oh yeah, that's them being broken in. So that didn't make me feel too good. But this is awesome up here. You know, I remember like as a kid, like my buddies, like in junior high school, like they would get incense and burn it. And it was almost like they were doing it because they were like getting away with something. It was like, you know, smoking in the boys' room kind of thing. And so I never really got into it. And the smell was never really, but man, the smell of incense now, quite frankly, since I first came here, and then I would smell it like in massage stops and stuff, it's just such a comforting smell for me now. I like that. See what's down here. This is cool, man. This is cool. So, given, again, this sort of, you know, the global issues we're having right now, right? I would label this as busy. But I'm pretty certain, like for example, December of 2019, 1 year ago, this would have been this would have been empty, or labeled as empty in comparison. But this is awesome. I mean, the views are great, and of course it's the very common thing that I say, which is the camera doesn't do it justice. Shoot, my eyes don't even do it justice. But now here's the cool thing, there's a sign, it says caution, slippery. But, you know, there's a lot to be said for personal accountability, which is, yeah, it's gonna be slippery, dude, so don't friggin' fall. There's no chain, there's no fine for coming down here. It's just like, look, hello! I see these signs and I just think to myself, really all it should say is, you know, don't be an idiot. which I try and subscribe to the best of my ability. And the other thing I like is that it seems like when I'm around here and I got my camera going, it always seems like there will be at least one person, as I just walk by, they smile and wave. Again, I'm biased to around here. I really like it. I fit here, right? Now, I'm sure that down there is something also. But for right now, I'm going to head back up this way. Actually, I'm going to head back up this way, and I'm going to take another sip of my Coke Zero because this is incredibly refreshing. And then, of course, walking the other direction, you get the benefit of a different view, which I will then take advantage of not being an idiot, and I'll go over the wall, bro. Bunch of people down there not wearing masks, so given my distance between me and them, I'm gonna take mine off so that I can enjoy my Coke Zero. Here's where I'd be an idiot and fall. I don't know what this means. I bet Todd does, being a surveyor. I'll have to ask him if he knows what that means, but I don't. But this is a truly awesome place. It is so hot. There is no breeze. Oh God, yeah. I need like a 400mm zoom right now, like you read about. But I'll tell you, even with like people around, can't really hear them. Well, because of course they're Thai, they're not Chinese. So Thai tourists are like, well, yeah, look at this. This is so beautiful. Whereas the Chinese are like, let's pretend that you're still back in Beijing, and the only way for me to speak to you is to yell at the top of my lungs, as if we were on a telegraph. As if we were on a rope telephone. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's gorgeous here. That's a pretty cool shot over there. Gracie and I would do that. Oh, guys, I can't tell you, there are so many moments of me like cruising around where I like see a couple and I'm like, Gracie and I would do that. Gracie and I would do that. Gracie and I would totally do that. It's all right. That's what the future holds, right? So I have that to look forward to, even though in the immediacy it's not available, but that's okay. I know it is available, and will be savored significantly once it does show up. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them take pictures of this movie star down there. Once they do that, then I will cross their path. But until then, I'll let them have their day, their 15 seconds of fame, and then I'll cruise down here with that, saying my best excuse me, kotor krap, saying my best excuse me in Thai, which I'm sure was pronounced like a white dude. So this is awesome, man. This is like really awesome. And this is also, you know, reason number 17 why I wear sneakers when I'm traveling around, not the least of which, of course, because I'm riding a motorbike, but secondarily so I can walk on this, not be worried about, well, being an idiot. Now, didn't I say I was going to have a sip of my Coke? The more I get into basically this this farmland, there is zero wind here. It is so hot. It's literally like standing in front of an oven and like opening up an oven, you know, and that air like just comes right up into you. I really want to walk down there, but it's dry enough whereby this, like, you know, hay, if you will, or grass, looks a little slippery. And I've got each one of my hands is full of something, but boy, do I want to hang out over there. That is only child mini extension island, and of course that is technically, I suppose, the Cape, meaning around this point is probably the Cape. So hold on, I'm going to enjoy a cool and refreshing beverage. What do you bet when sitting down on this rock, it is really hot, and my bum is going to feel way... Oh, wow, the camera is so hot right now. I'm going to throw the tripod on here and allow you guys to watch me drink. Allow you guys to... Let me see if I can not be an idiot with my camera. That might be a challenge. There we go. All right, just want to let you guys, give you guys an idea of what I'm looking at while I'm having my Coke Zero. It's a good life, guys. And the neat thing is I can always seem to find a place to sort of chill out and reflect and have a gratitude attack. I don't know if I'm having an attack right now. I'm certainly having a gratitude attitude, that's for sure. My refreshing Coke Zero is quickly becoming a warm beverage just by sitting here. So I think what we'll do is we'll head back up the hill. Oh man, there's no way you can see it with this camera, and quite frankly, even if I like zoomed in with my phone, it would be difficult to see it probably. But I will tell you what I'm looking at. Way in the distance there, on that island, there's a little beach that you can probably see to the left of the sand, but if you go on this camera, if you go about 1/16 of an inch to the right, there's a square little structure. And there's a bright gold Buddha on top of that thing. And I would so love to just be able to cruise over there in the whaler and hang out. But I was thinking about that when I was here. I was like, man, how difficult would it be to get like a boat, you know? And specifically a Boston whaler, just because I'm, you know, I liked those, but I would certainly settle for a Grady White, right? Or a Bayliner, maybe. But let me, but yeah, I don't know how you do that here. I mean, there's a couple of yacht clubs here, so that would be something that I would be very interested in checking out, but a lot of times they're a little too snooty for me.
By the way, it's 82, feels like 92.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it feels hotter than 92, did I say?
100.
Yeah, it feels like 100, yeah. I mean, it's really humid because there's no wind, right? Oh, wow, I just noticed that one. Elephants and a lighthouse. So that's a Thai lighthouse. You think the lighthouses in the United States are cool? No. In Thailand, they have lighthouse, elephant, and gold. Boom. Why Thailand? Elephants on the lighthouse.
Hey, you have no view of that.
Trust me, I was down here.
I was down over the hill doing between the palm trees.
That's so gorgeous, right, dude? Huge.
I want to go snorkeling down there, man.
Deep, deep green is the color. It's funny, I remember I just flashed on, you know the box of Crayola crayons that had like the sharpener in the bottom, and I think it had like, I don't know, 80 or 100 different crayons. There was one in there that was my favorite, and interestingly enough, it was the deep, deep green color of that water right now. I can't remember the name of it, but that was my favorite crayon in the box.
Don't be fooled, guys. It's a green screen.
Absolutely. I'm just walking past a big piece of green fabric that I got at Walmart. But it works well, right? I don't know what this means. I wish I did, because the tree at my apartment, the tree at my hotel, big tree at the bottom, huge ribbons at the bottom, and ropes and stuff. So that's where we came from, up there with the elephants. I can talk to the elephants. And then this road goes back to the sort of the entryway. You know what's funny about those like binocular thingies where you like pay a coin and you're able to see distance? I've tried those enough such that it's like the standard insanity being, you know, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Every time I would put a coin in one of those things, the view would never be, well, any better than my own, you know, naked eyes, quite frankly. That's gorgeous. I wish I could get down into that, but, well, I can, it's just that it would be painful to fall down this hill, and then the getting back up part would be less than enjoyable, I'm quite certain. But yeah, way in the distance there, I mean, the water is so clean that even from way up here, you can see through the water to the bottom, which is sandy and perfect and clean and gorgeous. And then there's some folks in kayaks in the distance there around that. This is where certainly I and probably many of you, oh, pardon me, go ahead. It's all you, man. Absolutely, totally. Needed to let him go. He's basically the he's the authority on this rock wall here. He's probably on his way to Mecca, so you know, not gonna slow that down for him. Yeah, this is really cool. This is very cool for sure. And I've also found some shade. So I think I'm gonna take a little bit of advantage of it. Plus there's a little bit of breeze. My fantasy is that the breeze will increase in velocity and potentially be able to blow a little bit of this sweat on my shirt to a cooling temperature. That would be nice. So I'll check that out, and then I will check back in with you guys shortly. right after I take a selfie on the pink bench promoting where I am. Boom. So I'm gonna label that as wildly successful. Got to chill out there in the shade a little bit, talk to actually Asia Unscripted a little bit on Facebook. If you're of a mind to it, feel free to go over to the Asia Unscripted YouTube channel. Jason is a very cool guy. It's gorgeous here, and considering the time of day, well, maybe some of the people are going to go to the restaurant later too, but it's like 12:15, so it's not completely a trillion degrees right now. Todd did mention to me that when he looked at the temperature, it said it's 82 degrees, but feels like 92. And I think both of us agreed that no, it feels like 102. So anyway, so this is an interesting advertisement. Must-see show, Siam, Niramit, Bangkok and Phuket. I've never heard of this, actually. I'll have to take a look at that later. I don't believe it is the, oh, sorry. I thought it would be on the other side as well. I don't believe it is a similar sort of cabaret show to say like Simon or Aphrodite or whatever. I believe Aphrodite is running in Phuket, but I'm not sure. I know Simon is closed. Those are the sort of that's sort of the Phuket version of Pattaya's Tiffany show and Alcazar. However, it's not as good. I mean, Tiffany show is arguably one of the best in the world as far as cabaret shows with the transgender dancers. Anyway, so I'm back at the bike. Todd and I are gonna hop on and head to our next place of excitement. And with that, it's Mike's from LiveMyAssOff.com saying I hope you're living the dream, because if you're not living the dream, then there's no friggin' way you saw a big Buddha and actually wanted to go closer and closer and closer until it got really, really, really big.